When is enough? In my younger days, one often heard discussion about the very rich asking rhetorically of wealth, just when is enough enough? This was true through the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Writers and commentators would ask this question, fostering debate about just how much money does one person or family need. The discussion has more recently died out. I'm not sure why, as today there are men and women who are comparatively richer than even the ultra-rich of history. I imagine the control of the discussion is today being shut down within the media. After all, the media owners are today the very same ultra-rich individuals that any such discussion would necessarily focus on, and they would seek to deflect any discussion that points to the disparity of their immense wealth and privilege who are having nearly nothing. It reminds me of the symposium at DAVOS, the annual gathering of the ultra-wealthy in Switzerland, of strategies to protect themselves in the event of a world catastrophe. The concern of the Epstein Class was, how can they ensure their servants will not turn on them and kill them in the event of a catastrophe? Hey, it's tough being among the ultra-rich. So ask yourself, could one man, woman, or family ever need, spend, or have use for $1 trillion? $1 trillion is a very big number, and it's difficult to visualize. But consider this, if you set out to spend $1 million each day, every day, without rest, how long would it be before you spent your $1 trillion? The answer is that it would take 2,700 years at $1 million a day. And if you add to that the interest or profit the trillion would generate, now you have forever money, growing wealth without end. So now ask yourself again, does anyone need such great and unimaginable wealth? But of course, even back then, anyone could simply pull themselves up by the bootstraps and become tremendously wealthy too, right? Well, not really. The potential competitor would often be met with a gilded financial might and destroyed or bought off for cents on the dollar. Sound like today? Over time it became generally accepted that no one man or one family could ever have use for such immense wealth. And the U.S. Congress stepped in. Sound like today? But through changes in the tax code and busting up monopolies and fixing loopholes and such, Congress taxed the ultra-rich to redistribute much of this excess wealth found in the hands of very few. Please note, the rich and powerful were still very rich and very powerful, just not unbelievably or overwhelmingly so. This brings us to today. The media fails to acknowledge the disparity between the haves and the have-nots. After all, it's the haves who own and silence the media, and this while the ugly, stinking undercurrent attempts to wash and cleanse negative thought and discussion about the billionaire elites, the Epstein Class. This brings us to today. The media fails to acknowledge the disparity between the haves and the have-nots. After all, it's the haves who own and silences the media. And while this ugly, stinking undercurrent attempts to wash and cleanse negative thought and discussion about the billionaire elites, the Epstein Class, there are some voices that once again seek to redistribute such immense wealth. The wealth tax, a billionaire tax. So ask yourself, when is enough enough? Please check out my new novel, Triumph of the Neural Paradisiac. It's available everywhere indie authors publish. It goes into this and other similar topics. And for now, SD Onions, signing off.